and I'm from Electrical Department, first semester.
Myself, Seksha from Electrical Department, first semester.
Myself, Swati Bhaskar from Electrical Department of first semester.
Myself, Sam Department from Electrical Department, first semester.
I am Nikhil Kumar, Electrical Department, first semester.
Myself, Saina, Electrical Department, first semester.
Hello everyone, today our topic is problems of our generation and I'm going to elaborate about it. Problems in our generations have major factors. One of the major factor of our problems is environmental pollution. As we already know, environment is being polluted by many of the various reasons, but one of the major reasons we are humans are one of the main responsible persons who are polluting the environment. Environmental pollution is the contamination of the environment by unwanted particles such as pathogens, chemicals, and toxins in the natural resources. Cases. One of the major cases is human activities such as industrial process, vehicular emission, and the uses of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. And the main case of environmental pollution. Natural disasters like forest fires and volcanic eruption can also contribute, but in a very minute level. Effects. Environmental pollution can have serious effect in human life, animal life, and plant life. It can cause health issues, damage natural resources, and contribute to global warming. Global warming, we know, is the one of the major factor causing the oceans to causing the glaciers to melt, which is nowadays very risk for us to live. Solutions. Now, these all are the negative effects of our doings, and we should try to be in a positive and try to maintain the environment and try to find the solution. Some of the solutions are reusing, recycling, and reducing. The three R's, which are heavily promoted by the government of India and government of all over the world, are promoting the three R's: reuse, recycle, and reduce. Planting trees. Planting trees is one of the most important and beneficial activity that everyone can do, and it is one of the major important thing that can lead to the success of environmental success, cleanifying the environment. As planting trees causes the decrease in soil erosion, and planting trees can lead to majorly increase in oxygen, less when amounting or reducing the CO2, which causes the decrease in global warming. Using renewable energy. As we know, we have been polluting the environment in very heavily manner, and nowadays non-renewable energies such as fuels and coals are reducing in a very high level. So we should try to use more and more renewable energy so that it can be renewed in a fixed period of time. Limiting fertilizers use. Fertilizers nowadays, chemical fertilizers have been used in a major factories, and major farmers have been using a very cheap and very highly toxic chemicals, which causes the soil erosion. So we should try to use more and more natural fertilizers. Preventing industrial from dumping waste on into oceans and rivers. Ocean and water bodies have been polluted due to the dumping of waste on it. Like River Ganga in India has been polluted by it waste by so many heavily wastes are daily dumped on the River Ganga, which is causing the river to be so much polluted. So we should try not to dump the waste on the water bodies in any of the water bodies. Conserving forests. Forest conservation, we should remember that forests are our parents and they provide us with oxygen without which we cannot live for a second. So we should try to conserve more and more forests. And this was all about the environmental cases and its effects and advantage and disadvantages. So we should try to work more on the solutions so that we can save the environment and live a happy life. Thank you.
Generation faces a range of global trends, technological advancements, of economic challenges shaped by this and shifting sociological dynamics. Some key challenges include stagnant wages versus rising cost. Stagnant wages. Many jobs have not kept pace with inflation, leading to reduced purchasing power. Rising living cost. Housing, education, and healthcare expenses have skyrocketed in many regions, creating affordability crisis. Student loan debt. In many countries, young adults are burdened with significant student loan debt, delaying financial milestones like home ownership, entrepreneurship, or retirement savings. Job market instability, automation, and AI. Technological advancements are disrupting traditional industries, leading to job displacements and a need for upskilling. Gig economy. Many rely on gig work, which often lacks job security, benefits, and long term stability. Housing crisis. Home prices and rents have surged, especially in urban centers, making it difficult for young people to afford decent housing or building equity through home ownership. Economic inequality. Wealth inequality has grown with a significant share of wealth concentrated among the top percentile, limiting the opportunities for upward mobility. Climate change and resource scarcity. Climate related disasters are increasing costs for individuals and governments, affecting industries like agriculture and real estate. Transitioning to sustainable economic requirements requires investment and adaptation, impacting job markets and public spending. Global economic uncertainty. Geopolitical tensions, trade disruptions, and pandemics like COVID 19 have created economic instabilities affecting jobs and supply chains. Pension and retirement insecurity. Pension and retirement insecurity. Many younger people doubt the viability of government pensions system due to our aging population and economic pressures. Personal savings are often inadequate due to immediate financial burdens. Health and mental well-being cost. Rising healthcare costs and a greater prevalence of mental health issues add financial and emotional strain ex- exacerbated by workplace stress, and societal expectations. 10th, access to capital for entrepreneurship. Limited access to affordable loans and funding opportunities restricts the innovation and business growth for young entrepreneurs. Addressing these challenges requires collaboration between governments, businesses, and communities, focusing on equitable policies, affordable education, housing reforms, and sustainable economic practices.
Ethical issues with artificial intelligence. As AI become more advanced, ethical questions surrounding its use are becoming more prominent. AI is already involved in everything from healthcare decision making to financial services and hiring participants. However, issues like algorithm bias and lack of transparency are significant concerns. For instance, facial recognition software has been criticized for being less accurate in identifying people of color, leading to concerns about racial bias. Moreover, the ethical use of AI areas like surveillance and privacy remains a hot topic. These issues can require responsible AI development, clear ethical guidance, and government regulation to ensure that AI serves humanity fairly and ethically. I am here to explain technological and digital issues in the present world. In today's world, technology is centrally to nearly every aspect of our lives. From smartphones to artificial intelligence, digital tools have reshaped the way we work, communicate, and way we think. But along with these advancements, aware of and address privacy and cybersecurity risks. One of the biggest concerns today is the safety of our personal data. Every day we share vast of information, whether we realize or not, through social media, online transactions, or smart devices. Unfortunately, the data is increasingly vulnerable to breaches and misuse. Cyber attacks such as hacking are on the rise, with major companies and even governments falling victim. These attacks can lead to identify theft, financial loss, and the compromise of sensitive information. The challenge here is to how to protect our data and maintaining convenience and usability in the digital tools. Enhanced cybersecurity measures, stronger regulations, and user awareness are crucial in safeguarding our digital identities. Digital divide. While technology has revolutionized communication and education, not everyone has equal access to it. That is why what we refer to as the digital divide. In many parts of the world, especially in rural or economically disadvantaged areas, access to the internet, modern devices, or of even basic digital literacy is limited. As a result, millions are excluded from the opportunities in education, employment, healthcare, and creating a gap in social media and economical equality. Closing the divide is essential to ensuring that all individuals can fully participate in today's digital society. Misinformation and disinformation. Another significant issue is the spread of misinformation and disinformation. Social media platforms and websites and even messaging apps have made it easier to share information. However, this has also made it easier for false information to spread quickly and widely. Misinformation, whether intentional or not, can distort public opinion, impact elections, and even influence health behaviors. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, false claims about vaccines, treatments, and virus origins caused confusion and undermined public health efforts. Combating misinformation requires better regulation of content and digital platforms, promoting media literacy, and holding users and platforms accountable for what they share. Job displacement due to automation. Automation and AI are transforming industries and disrupting traditional job markets. Technologies like machine learning, robotics, and automation are making business more efficient, but they are like also raises concerns about job displacement. Many routine manual or low skilled jobs are being replaced by machines, leading to unemployment and economic uncertainty for workers. This shift poses a challenge to both workers and policymakers.
My topic health and well-being. The problem of generation for health and well-being to how different ages face unique health problem, health challenges and health issues. Access to resources. Some are many issues, common problem. First of all, youth are children. First, mental health. The day by day increase stress, anxiety, and depression in now generation life, and social media and society expectation. Second, lifestyle disease. The sedentary behavior and unhealthy diet lead to childhood obesity and health issues. Third, access to care. Indicate health care access in a deserved area. Second, young adults. First of all, work-life balance. Stress and burnout from demanding careers and financial instability. Second, substance abuse. Higher risk of addiction to alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Third, chronic disease. Early sign of hypertension, diabetes, and cardiovascular issue due to poor diet and exercise. Third, middle age. First, chronic condition. Increased prevalence of heart disease, diabetes, and joint issues. Second, mental health. Challenges like midlife crisis, depression, or carrying stress. Third, lifestyle adjustments. Difficulty adopting healthier habits amidst and responsibilities. Next, elders. First of all, physical health. Risk of degenerative disease like Alzheimer's and arthritis. Second, mental health. Isolation, loneliness, and depression are common. Third, access to resources. Limited access to health care and dependency on caregivers.
Possible solutions and reforms. To address both the problems and the underlying governance issues, we must consider several reforms. First, strengthening institutions. This means building more transparent, accountable, and effective institutions that can implement policies and respond to citizens' needs. Second, encouraging public participation, ensuring that citizens have a say in this decision making process can help address the disconnect between governance and the public. Third, accountability and transparency, creating mechanisms for monitoring actions, holding leaders accountable, and making governance more open to scrutiny. We will be discussing a critical issue that affects both the success and stability of an organization, governance, country, or community. This issue not only presents a significant problem in terms of outcomes but also reveals deeper governance challenges that need to be addressed for long term improvement. The core problem we are addressing today is whether it's a growing economic disparity, public dissatisfaction, inefficiency in service delivery, corruption. This problem affects all stakeholders and threatens the stability of our system. For example, the consequences of this problem are far reaching in terms of economic, social, or environmental impact. We see widening inequality, decline in public trust, loss of resources. This not only undermines the effectiveness of government but also erodes the foundation of public confidence and participation in governance. For instance, provide a case study or statistics to emphasize the real world consequences. The governance issue. But the problem itself is not just the core issue. The governance structure in place have contributed to failed to address this problem in a meaningful way, such as lack of transparency, corruption, inefficiency, weak leadership, or poor policy enforcement. This issue can be seen in ineffective leadership or absence of accountability mechanisms.
Hello everyone. Today I will be addressing the challenges that technology presents in education and knowledge. Technology has revolutionized how to learn and access information, but it also brings with it a set of significant problems. Let's explore these challenges in more detail. Coming to the point of the digital divide. The problem about this is the digital divide refers to the gap between those who have access to a technology and internet and those who do not. This divide is influenced by the factors like socio-economic status, geography and infrastructure. Its impact: unequal access. Many students in rural areas and low income families lack access to the internet or devices like laptops and tablets. And the exclusion, the digital gap means that these students are at a disadvantages when it comes to accessing online resources, attending virtual classes, or completing digital assignments. An example, a student in a rural area have to share a single device with siblings, or many not have reliable internet access, leaving them behind in an increasingly digital learning environment. And coming to information overload and misinformation. The problem is the internet provides a vast amount of information, but not all of it is accurate or useful. Students are often faced with an overwhelming number of resources which can lead to confusion. The impact is coming to the difficulty in filtering information. With so much information available, students often struggle to distinguish between credible sources and unreliable ones. Spread of misinformation. Without proper guidance, students may encounter a belief, false or misleading information online. Giving an example, when researching a project, a student may come across multiple conflicting sources which can lead to confusion and distorted understanding of topic. And coming to the point of lack of face-to-face interaction. The problem is with the rise of online learning platforms, face-to-face interaction between teachers and students have decreased. This can affect both academic and emotional growth. Its impact is in social isolation. Like students miss out in person learning experience such as group discussions, collaborative projects, and spontaneous conversation with peers and teachers. Lack of immediate feedback. In a virtual classroom, students may not receive the immediate clarification or feedback they need truly to understand the material and the topic. Giving an example, like online classes, while convenient, can lead to students feeling disconnected to their peers, reducing the sense of community that physical classroom offers. And coming to the point of distraction and reduced focus. The problem is technology, especially in the form of smartphones, tablets, and social media, can be significant distractions for students. Its impact is decreased attention towards span. The constant use of digital devices with notifications and temptations to check social media can make it harder for students to focus on the studies. Fragmented learning. Switching between tasks and constant multitasking can fragment attention, which affects deep learning and comprehension. An example, a student attempting to read an academic article might find themselves distracted by content streaming on social media and the notifications or messaging apps, leading to shallow understanding the material. Coming to the point of over dependence on technology. The problem is with the increasing reliance and technology of learning, students may become too dependent on digital tools and platforms for completing assignments or gaining knowledge. An example, students might all use AI tools or online calculators for completing homework without fully understanding the concepts behind the tasks, limiting their experience. Concluding, in conclusion, while technology in education has an undeniable advantages such as accessibility and flexibility, it also brings challenges that cannot be ignored. These include the digital divide, information overload, reduced face-to-face distractions, over dependence on devices, and privacy risks. To make technology truly beneficial for education, we must address these challenges thoughtfully and create solutions that ensure equitable access and meaningful learning experience for all students.